It's dark in here. Let's turn some lights on. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're in my kitchen because it is cold outside. I know that it is April and it's almost time to plant my garden, but it's like freezing actually outside, like really cold, like really cold. All right, so I sure do have a whole bunch of quail eggs, so I figured that I would show you how I like to pickle my quail eggs. I have a couple different variations that I really enjoy. The first one is just the regular dill.
There's a lot of quail eggs and 6 chicken eggs.
You sure about that? You want to try again?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There you go, 10 chicken eggs. Okay, I have a whole bunch of quail eggs, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and
Boil them all.
I have to wash them first. I'm gonna boil them and pickle them, and I have 3 flavors that I'm really enjoying right now. One is just the plain old dill pickle type of flavoring. One is beets. I really enjoyed the beet flavor. And the last one is a jalapeno flavored pickled quail egg, and that is so good. So if you've never had a pickled egg before, I think that it tastes a lot like a tart deviled egg, which if you don't like deviled eggs, you probably don't want to make these for yourself. So I'll let you decide that on your own. But
7. I'm counting out the quail.
But I'm really enjoying eating pickled quail eggs as snacks. They're really good for you, and it gives you a little something to do with excess eggs that you may have. You can do the same thing with chicken eggs, but I happen to have an abundance of quail eggs at the moment, so quail eggs are what I'm gonna do it with. Charlotte is here helping me. Hold on,
One's
baby.
big. One is
Here,
big.
right here. You gotta point it right here.
One is big. One is tiny.
Okay. So I have my helper Charlotte today. She's gonna help me clean these eggs, boil the eggs, peel the eggs, and pickle the eggs. And I'm gonna take you along with me. And I know that my head's a little cut off at this point, but
11.
we'll bear with me.
These are my favorite patterned quail eggs.
That's your favorite patterned quail egg? Hold on, let me move. Hold on, let me see it.
And also
They couldn't see it. These are still really dirty though, to be fair.
And
Okay.
also I like those ones that go with the
Not focusing. There we go.
they're brown that looks like it has an ice cream swirl on it.
Oh, I like those too. You're right. First, we're putting quail eggs in this bowl to wash them before we boil them. And once they're washed, we'll boil them and peel them and pickle them.
Just look at that.
Look at those eggs.
$36, $37, $38.
To make it easier for me to get all the eggs out when I'm boiling, I really like to use this deep fry basket. I know that's not what it's meant for, but I just stick it in my pot so that when the eggs are done boiling, I can just take the whole thing out and put it under the running cold water. We don't have an ice maker, and I'm not the type of person to go and make ice all the time, so I can't put them in an ice bath. So what I do is I take the whole basket out and put it under the cold tap until they're all cooled down. All right, calm it down. So now we wait for the water to boil, and the trick here to prevent cracking is to start with cold water and bring the quail eggs to a boil. Once they've come to a boil, turn the heat off, put a lid on, and wait about 6 minutes. So while we're waiting for these quail eggs over here to boil, we want to get our brine started because, well, you need brine to make a pickle. So I've got my handy dandy composition notebook full of recipes. It's where I write down all my favorite ones. And so I have the basic brine So I have the basic brine written down right here, and I'll also include this basic brine in the description down below so that you know exactly how to make this brine, and I'll add all the instructions in there too. But this is just a basic vinegar and water brine. It's got sugar, salt, pickling spice, and vinegar and water, and that's it. And then I add the extra spices to flavor them the way that I like. So for the jalapeno one, I actually use dehydrated jalapeno peppers that I grew and harvested and dehydrated myself. And so you could also use fresh jalapenos, you could use pickled jalapenos, you could use jalapeno powder. I don't know where you would find that. I mean, if you make it yourself, you could use that. But for the beet one, I use beet powder that I made myself. I had the beets, I dehydrated them and turned them into powder. And so I use that to add the color and flavor of beets to my beet pickled eggs. And then the dill one is just a dill pickle mix that I got from Atwoods. You could use any other dill pickle mix, but it really tastes like dill. Okay, so since we're doing a big batch of quail eggs and we want to do 3 different flavors, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the basic brine in a big pot all together, and I'll probably end up tripling the recipe. And then once it's done in here, I'm going to separate it and flavor it. Right? That's what I should do, right?
Hey!
We got a new little helper now.
I can see.
Smells amazing. All right, so now.
This is
Does it smell
very
amazing?
cool. Yes.
Does it smell amazing?
It smells amazing.
Amazing. Okay. All right, so you just want to let it cook long enough so that the salt and the sugar melt, and then you want to take it off the heat and let it cool down to room temperature before you add your quail eggs to them. My quail eggs have about a minute left to cook, and then I'm going to take the basket and rinse it out under cold water to get the cooking to stop, basically. And we will then peel them. So now that my eggs are done rinsing and my brine is cooling, she's mad because she wanted to get off my back, and now I won't let her back on my back. Dad?
I'm crying.
Why? Because she's sad because I had her on my back. And then she said she wanted down, and I said, and then she came back and wanted back on my back, and I said no. Because I'm trying to make quail eggs. So I can't.
Just cried.
And then she just cried. You okay?
No.
Oh, she's broken. Yes. Because 2 of my flavoring ingredients are powders, I'm going to put some of these powders in bowls, 2 separate bowls, and add the warm, a little bit of the warm brine onto it to melt the powder, and those will go in those specific ones. So I'm not actually going to measure the beet powder because I don't have very much left, so I'm just going to put all of it in there. I know. And then, but I am gonna measure the dill, and I'm only gonna put. I know. I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of the dill powder in there, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's so strong. So this is a half a teaspoon. Achoo! So it looks like this.
Oh, it's white yellow.
It is yellow. I can't get it to focus. Here we go.
It's white yellow.
It's the dill pickle thing.
It's white yellow.
I know.
What do we use to do it?
All right, now for the first one, we'll do beets. The second one, we'll do jalapenos and maybe a habanero. And this one will be plain. Here's my little beet mixture. I'm gonna use a ladle and be very careful. Here we go. We'll add some peppers. And then this last one is dill. I know I said plain at first, but it's actually dill. Okay, need a little more. Here we go. Now on this middle one, let's do some jalapenos. Just one. All right. Now we'll just seal them up and set them in the fridge for at least 24 hours. Here we go, the dill. These are the habanero and jalapeno pickled quail eggs. And these are the pickled quail eggs with the powdered beet.
They're tasty.
All right, so it is the next day and we have our 3 flavors of quail eggs ready to taste. We have the spicy pepper one with jalapenos and one habanero.
Spicy.
Yeah, these are spicy. The beets.
I want to try them.
Okay, and also the dill pickle flavored eggs. Yep, okay, you want to try the red one?
The pink one.
The pink one, you want to try it?
Yeah, I want the pink
Okay, hold on.
side.
Okay.
I want the pink part and dye of it. Pink part and dye of it.
I think it's very good.
Pink part. Tasty.
You actually like that one?
Yes.
Okay. I actually like these ones a lot too. I think my favorite this time are the dill ones.
Well, you like those ones and you like these ones.
Yeah, I like those ones too. I think I should have.
No, I like these, the white ones.
Yeah, I like these the best. What do you think? You like these white ones? No, that one is this one. This one is this one.
Yeah.
So you also. What are you eating, baby?
Yellow quail egg.
Is it a pickled quail egg?
Yes, it's white.
Yeah, the egg white part.
No, it's the
Is
yellow
it?
one.
Is it the dill pickle one?
No, it's yellow.
The yellow one? The dill one?
Yes, the white one with yellow one.
And you like it? Is that
I
one
like-
your? Is it yummy?
I like the white part. It's still yummy. Bye.